Well, it's Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas. It's boring here at Joseph's Ministries. There's nothing to do besides sitting around doing nothing, maybe having a cigarette break. If kids are watching this, don't smoke. It's bad for you. Yeah, I know. I'm saying that while I'm smoking. Yeah, kind of defeats the purpose. But I'm addicted. I'm trapped. Let's go for a walk. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I figured I might as well make at least one YouTube video. I make one on Christmas Day, tell you how my boring day is going during Christmas. Let's look around. We might find some Christmas lights. Oh wait, it's daytime. They'll be turned off. Boring. Just like this video, it's a boring day. I'll take a quick walk around the block, talk about random stuff, just for giggles. That's what my channel is. I mean, it says my name, then it says just for giggles. I've been feeling really giggly lately, so I don't really call this the Just for Giggles show anymore. Maybe one day that spark of joy will return and I'll be able to make Just for Giggle videos again. But now it's just boring stuff. No games. No entertainment. Just a random blabbering about stuff that I'm doing, stuff I want to do. Random, it's still kind of just for giggles, but not really. I need to slow down. I'm getting winded. I'm walking too fast. It's starting to make me breathe heavily. I can't be doing that and smoking a cigarette at the same time. I talked so much, my cigarette was about to go out. Let's toss that. There's a lot of junk houses where I live. At my place, it's made of cinder blocks and it has a tin roof, which might explain a lot of my phone signal issues. And I live near a military base, some type of airfield, so that messes up my signal. But another thing I think messes up my signal is just down the road there's a power place, where they convert power and do all kinds of stuff with power. Yeah, I think that might be interfering with my signal too. Hopefully you saw that. Here, there you go. Make sure you see it. Big old power plant type deal. You hear that? Yeah, this place makes a lot of noises for some reason. I mean, there's that constant buzzing noise that the power makes, but every now and then you'll hear like a air compressor going off. I don't know, maybe they use air compressing to deal with the power. Compressed power. There it is again. I got a lot of sources that could explain my signal being poor. In fact, it's so poor, this video right here is going to take quite a while to upload to YouTube. Probably all day. The joys of living where I'm at. You know, watching videos on my phone, you know, like watching my anime. It's a little difficult because the signal likes to make the videos start to buffer. You know, I gotta wait a minute before the buffering stops to continue watching the video, which makes watching anime kind of sucky. You know, I don't want to have to constantly stop the video and wait for it to catch up. I want to be able to watch my anime completely through without no stops. Aw, it's a little kitty. Look at a little kitty. There's a little kitty right there. Yeah. He's a little one. I'm not a real cat person, but I do like kittens. Say hello. Oh, there's quite a few kittens. Oh, you know, eventually they're going to be at my place. Looking around. Chasing those mice. You know, churches, they have a lot of mice. You know, I don't know what it is about churches. And my house is an old church that's been converted into a transitioning living unit. That's where I'm at right now. It's not home, but it'll do. Anything's better than being on the streets. And I was on the streets for quite a while. Story about that is, well, kind of my fault in a way. See, my niece posted this video, or not the video, I mean, I'm doing the video. Okay, my niece posted this picture. Now, the picture she posted looked nothing like her, or at least to me it didn't look like her. And in the picture, I noticed that the girl's boobs were not even. So I left a comment, thinking it was just a comment to the picture of someone else. But it ended up being sent to her messenger. She got mad. Because it was actually a picture of her. She got mad and told her mother, my sister Monique. My sister Monique flew off the hinges. She started threatening me through her closed bedroom door. Okay, the way she is, you gotta take her threat seriously. She threatened to slit my throat when I was sleeping. Of course, if you're going to do that, you're going to threaten my life, you're going to do it to my face. So I kicked her door open, got in her face. She lunged at me, attacked me. I pushed her away, which made a bruise on her. Then she attacked me again, slamming a metal pencil sharpener on my head, busting it open. I had blood coming down my face and everything. I just stood there, looked at her, shook my head, and walked away. A few minutes later, cops show up. They do their investigation, and they arrest me and charge me with burglary and domestic violence. I'll go to jail for 8 months. During that time, or towards the end, they made a plea deal, which changed the crime to trespassing and domestic violence. So it no longer was a felony; it was a misdemeanor. Before I was released, they gave me a paper, which was a restraining order. See, I was living with my sister, Monique, at the time. It wasn't her place, but we lived there together. Well, they put a restraining order on me, so I couldn't go back to my home. I couldn't go back to my place. I went straight from jail to the streets. But I had good luck. God was smiling on me the whole time. Because after I got out of jail, I walked down the road, heading back to my neighborhood. And it was a long walk. But along the journey, I come across this church. They were just starting services. I walked up to this guy that just got out of his truck at the church. And I asked him, is it open? Can I come in? He said, yeah. As we were walking into the church, I told him my story on what happened. And I mean everything, the truth. He saw that I just got out of jail. He saw my release papers in my bag. He knew I was telling the truth. Well, I went in, I sat down. While I was sitting there waiting for services to start, he goes up to the preacher, tells the preacher about me and what happened, yada yada. During services, the preacher then tells everybody what happens and calls me up to the stage to do a prayer for me. While I was up there, someone put $10 on my seat. Or was it 20? I can't remember. But they put $10 or $20 on my seat. When I return, I find it there. I'm like, wow, okay. I pick it up, put it in my pocket. Then I sit down. As I was sitting there, enjoying the service that was being done, people just walked up to me and handed me 10s, sometimes 20s, sometimes $100 bills. They were handing me money left and right. I'm like, I didn't know what to say other than thank you. I appreciate it. The people at that church were so kind. They helped me. That money, I didn't waste it. I didn't buy no alcohol with it. I did the right thing with it. I got supplies to survive on the street. Sleeping bag, a tent. I got food with most of it. I used some of it to pay for my scripts because I just got a job. I had no medications. So I used the money after I went to Avalon Center for emergency dose. Get an emergency dose. I got my medication with it. I think, no. I spent that all on food. Eventually, I did buy some alcohol, but not with the money that they gave me. No. I got some money while I was sitting next to a ice box. A dispenser of ice. You find sometimes, around. I was sitting next to one of those, and a kind man handed me some money, which I then used to get a Four Loko for New Year's. 2025 New Year's. A little celebration. I always say, if you're on the streets, the worst thing you can do is drink alcohol. Because you'll spend all your money. It's hard to survive when you're always drunk. Okay, alcohol, being homeless and drinking alcohol will just kill you. Don't do that. Stay sober. I know it's hard. I know it sucks. But wasting your money on that stuff when you need it for more better things like food and means to survive is just stupid. But eventually, after being on the streets for a while, I made it to the waterfront rescue mission. I stayed around there for a while. I got my 10 free days. After that, I spent the nights on the street, days in waterfront, until I got into one of their programs, which, being in one of their programs, gets you a bed for free. So no more cold nights. I stayed there for like 6-7 months. Then I got kicked out for, smoking on the property. Smoking cigarettes, period, while you're in the program. You can't do that. But they sent me to this house, the Joseph's Ministries on Bangbridge. It's a little church that's been converted into a transitioning unit. Let me see if I can't get a little video of it, show you what it is. I mean, at least the outside part. I gotta walk up to the front. I'm on the side near the smoking area. Can't smoke on the property, so there's a little area for you to smoke at. Alright, let's see. See? Got a church van. But house van, I mean. But yeah, it's an old church that's been converted into a halfway house. This is where the big church sign used to be. Now it's just rubble. But yeah, the church that's been converted. The sleeping quarters, the dorm area where everybody sleeps, is the old sanctuary. And they converted the baptism area into a shower. It's pretty nice of the pastor or preacher or whoever and the first lady to convert this place for people like us, to help us. I really appreciate it. I've gotten a lot done since I've been here. Gotten me a social worker. Gotten my things straightened out with Lakeview. I got me a neurologist now. Got me a dentist now. I'm still working on this vocational rehab thing where they're supposed to get me a job. Help me out with that, which I haven't heard from them in a while. I might give them a call here a couple days. Maybe. I don't know. It all depends. I don't know if I really want a job. I mean, yeah, I do. I really need one. This $900 and something a month from Social Security isn't really cutting it. I'm not going to be able to get a place with that amount. I get like 180 something food stamps. Still, that's not enough income to get my own place. I need my own crib. Make my own rules. You know? can't. Plus, I can't get the ladies if I'm living with a bunch of people like this. I mean, right now I don't need no woman in my life. I need to fix myself first. I need to take care of myself first. I gotta focus on myself. Once I get myself, fixed, once I get everything going, and I'm stable, both financially and mentally, then I can worry about a woman. I can worry about that companionship. I mean, I really, really want that companionship. I'm lonely. But we gotta make sacrifices for the greater good. And I could sacrifice that companionship for a little while. I can survive it. Well, really ain't got much more to talk about. Other than Merry Christmas Eve. I want to finish my cigarette here. Probably go in, relax, watch some TV. Try to enjoy my day. Until Christmas, giggles be out, I guess. Later.